All right, so today, while I'm topping all the fluids off in the transmission, it's taking a little while because I used a funnel and I ran my hose to it, and you put the fluid in it and it fills up the transmission. And it's taking a little while because it's just gravity. Anyway, but that's not what we're here to talk about. So I've got to bleed the clutch on this truck to make sure, and to get it working, one of the ways you do is you have someone pump it up, and then you'll open up the bleeder thing and it'll push the air out, and then you tighten it up and have them pump it again. You can do that a bunch of times, or you can get you one of these right here. This is a vacuum, it's a dual vacuum and pressure hand pump kit. You can get these at Harbor Freight. And basically this is kind of how it works. So you're going to take this tool right here, and you notice it's got this little thing on the front of it. And this right here can go either way. One way makes it turn into a vacuum, the other way makes it pressurize the system. And basically, you hook this up with one of these short tubes. Pause the video real quick. And basically, it's going to look something like this right here when you get done with it. You got your pump, you got your little tank right here to hold it. You're going to stick that down into your clutch reservoir that holds all the fluid. And there's going to be a little hole in that right there that the fluid goes through. You're going to stick that hose in that. And I don't know if it's got any fluid in it right now. Some of it may have drained out when I was switching everything, but get me a ladder. But as you can see, there's a couple of holes down there in the bottom of that. And then of course it's not full anymore. But you're going to fill that up with fluid. Other end didn't work as well, so it's usually, sometimes you got to switch ends. But you'll put this into it, like that right there. And we're going to put on the vacuum part and do this little number right here. A couple, but you got to make sure you get the pressure has to be on it. Otherwise, there, it had the seal was broken, so let me see if I can get a good vacuum on it real fast and I'll show you. And as you can see, we got about 15 pounds of pressure on it. So the next thing you're gonna do is this right here, and you can hear it suck it down. So, and you see it went down there. Yeah, it may have sucked a little bit back in there, but it didn't suck that much. And we'll fill it back up again and repeat the same process over. So what happens when you do that vacuum like that right there, it sucks the air out of the line, and when you pull it up, that vacuum is still on the line. So as soon as you pull it up, it sucks the fluid back down into the slave cylinder and it fills the lines up. So, and as you repeat this process a few times, fluid will eventually fill up and remove all of the air bubbles out of your clutch. And this is how I did it the last time to prime it, and I did it all by myself. It didn't take that long to do. You do about 5 or 6 times usually, and it had it where it needed to be to get the pressure you needed on the clutch. And this also tells me I got a good seal down there, because if I didn't, it would have just kept sucking up air and I'd have never had any vacuum on it. So that's another thing that helps you figure out too. Helps you figure out if you got a good seal on there or not. But we'll keep doing this, and I'll keep kind of showing you. All right, here's the second time of doing it. And yes, like I said, you get a little bit of fluid in there, but you get just as much air out of the system as you get fluid in the other thing. So it works pretty good doing it this way. One of the other things I forgot to mention is you'll want to pinch your line real good so that the vacuum only is on the other end. And as you can see, it went down. And that's how you do that, folks. Y'all can just let me know what y'all think. Please like and subscribe.